Sir. Morning, sir.
Good morning. Marshall, how are you?
Very good.
Morning, sir.
You're a student of the year, is that it?
How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
How are you? Thanks all of you for giving me the opportunity to come in here and visit. You know, my daughter is one of your customers, if you will, one of your Army families that lives here in this community, and she absolutely loves it here. So I have an interest as a father as well as a commander in how Vicenza runs, and it is what everybody says it is, an incredible place to live and work. So it doesn't happen that way just because we want it to. It happens because you got great men and women that are committed to making it happen. So thank you for that. And I was just reading the story for all of you here, and what a great cross-section of what it takes to make a great Army community in the host nation with a long valued ally like Italy. So I'm excited and grateful for the chance, Rob Joe, to get to do this. And we are all very well served with Mike Formica, who just became our regional director here. Plus, he's my neighbor, and he has lots of firewood in his garage, and and he has very good bourbon. So I think the teamwork between MCOME and U.S. Army Europe will continue to be strong and maybe get even stronger. So glad you were.
Thanks, sir.
Glad we were able to double up on this trip here. So some of you have heard me talk about Strong Europe. Strong Europe is how the Army contributes to the mission of U.S. European Command and to our great alliance by having forward stationed soldiers, families, capabilities. It's not what it used to be. You know, some of you, there's a couple of you here almost as old as I am that may remember when we had about 300,000 Americans living in Europe. Now it's 30,000. But we still have to create the same effect as if we had 300,000. Just to assure our allies, is to deter Russians and others. And the only way we do that is by having a relationship with host nations, with our allies, like between the United States and Italy, and by having, which gives us access, which enables us to bring over capability from the States. Italy doesn't have to let us fly in and out of Aviano. They don't have to let us be here. So that relationship is between two sovereign nations is very important, and that's with the uniform carbonary here, as well as the workforce, is very important. To get quality people to want to come live here, as part of Strong Europe, you got to have a community where people want to bring their kids, where you're sure your son or daughter is going to continue to be able to get a good education, so when they go back home to the States to go to college, they're prepared. So having the great young people like this here is an example of that as well. And of course, so many of the important functions that are performed are by Italians who work here. I think from the passport office, I think with U.S. Army Africa, CTAF being here, you probably have every stamp that there is. You've seen them all to be able to help soldiers be able to go down there to all important tasks. And then, Sergeant Kinder here, a great story of one soldier helping another soldier. About 99% of the problems that we have inside our formations can be solved by a sergeant being nosy and engaged, and by one soldier helping another soldier. You don't need a giant SHARP program. You don't need suicide prevention. What you need is NCO leadership and soldiers looking after other soldiers. Those are the best, most effective programs are for us to help take care of each other. So here's a great example of it, and I am very proud of it. All right. All right, let's make this all official.
So we're going to have you here, sir. We're going to have each awardee come up. So, Special Kindergarten.
We will now recognize the following individuals for their exemplary service. Specialist Chase Kinder. Attention to orders. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Army has awarded the Army Commendation Medal to Specialist Chase W. Kinder, HHC, U.S. Army Garrison-Vicenza, for heroism during professional law enforcement operations as a military police patrolman on January 1st, 2015. Specialist Kinder negated 2 suicide attempts by his partner, ultimately saving the life of a fellow soldier. His distinguished performance reflects great credit upon himself, the 464th Military Police Platoon, the USAG-Vicenza, and the United States Army. Signed, Colonel Robert L. Menist, Jr., U.S. Army Garrison-Vicenza, commanding.
You got a fireplace in your barracks? You can put this on the. And then also, this is the coveted U.S. Army Europe Commander's Coins. Has been our symbol for almost 70 years. So, on the back says "Presented for Excellence." All right, well done. Thank you, sir. All right.
Ms. Liliana Poloni. Ms. Poloni is being presented the Superior Civilian Service Award for exceptionally meritorious service in the performance of duty during an outstanding civilian career, culminating with her assignment as the Sojourner Officer for the Vicenza Military Community from March 1985 to January 2015. Ms. Poloni's expert diplomacy, exceptional work ethic, and compassionate character proved invaluable in resolving critical and sensitive issues impacting the Vicenza military community. Ms. Poloni's hard work and dedication have been instrumental to the success of the U.S. Army mission in Italy and reflects great credit upon her, U.S. Army Garrison-Vicenza, Installation Management Command Europe, and the United States Army.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
William Tram. A certificate of achievement presented to William Tram, the Vicenza Military Community 2015 Youth of the Year, for his exemplary character, superior leadership skills, academic achievement, and outstanding service to the Boys and Girls Clubs and United States Army Garrison Vicenza. Signed, Major General Darryl A. Williams and Colonel Robert L. Menist, Jr.
I'm a senior, 12th grade.
Where are you going to?
Miami, Florida International University.
Wow, fantastic. Going to Florida. That's where all the good schools and the best football. Very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
If it says University of Miami, I was going to take the thing back. But
Maresciallo Nunzio Dalmaso is being presented the Commander's Coin for Excellence. As part of the investigative division of the Vicenza CTAF Carabinieri, Maresciallo Dalmaso personally conducted and coordinated investigations sorting the American community in Vicenza in continuous collaboration with the American CID office. He and his office staff particularly distinguished themselves in solving a case of domestic violence on a child, 2 different cases of sexual assault, and finding a missing child of 2 Caserma Ederle soldiers. In addition to that, his daily job consists in filing and handling criminal complaints from members of the American community of Vicenza. William Murphy.
push-ups.
This certificate is awarded to William Murphy in recognition of 40 years of service in the government of the United States of America. Signed, David D. Halverson, Lieutenant General, U.S. Army, commanding.
Wow. Not a great hair on that head either. I don't think I'm
Thank you, sir. Hey, been a good run. Thank you, sir.
All right, so I want to get all 5. If everybody would come stand back here so that everybody can file by and shake their hand, okay? So if everybody would come back up here.
Should I?
Okay.
Right here. Mike, you go lead the way. Going as well.
I won't drop it. Thank you.
Right, sir, Major. Sir. Follow.
Thank you. That's right, sure.
Thank you. Grande. Thank
I'm going to try to break Dave Ott's record.
you. Grazie.